The moment nobody saw coming, known for her explosive forehand, relentless determination, and the radiant smile she carries even through the toughest matches, Eala had been building something deeply personal off the court, far from the headlines, far from the rankings conversation, far from the noise of the European clay season. While analysts obsessed over her second serve statistics and footwork on unforgiving clay, her focus was locked on something more meaningful than rankings. Family. Legacy. A promise. Picture this. Eala returns home to Manila for a rare break before heading back to the grind of the European swing. Her parents, Mike and Riza, believe they are simply heading out for a quiet family dinner to celebrate her visit. Mike, the steady, devoted figure who has supported her since the very beginning, is just happy to have his daughter sitting across from him again. He has no idea his life is about to change forever. Instead of arriving at a restaurant, their car glides through the grand entrance of one of the most exclusive high-rise buildings overlooking Manila Bay. The kind of place reserved for the elite. Impeccable security, a lobby that rivals a five-star resort, an atmosphere of pure elegance. Confused, her parents exchange glances. Eala simply smiles with that familiar playful confidence and asks them to trust her. Then she hands them blindfolds. Moments later, a private glass elevator carries them to the very top floor, the penthouse level. As the doors open, a fresh ocean breeze and the scent of brand new luxury interiors greet them. Eala carefully guides her parents to the center of the space and softly tells them to remove the blindfolds. When they do, what they see stops them completely. The massive floor-to-ceiling panoramic windows wrap around the space, flooding it with natural light and framing a view that feels endless, like living inside a moving masterpiece. Pristine imported Italian marble floors. A chef's kitchen centered around a vast quartz island. Custom walk-in closets larger than most apartments. And beyond all of it, a sprawling wraparound terrace offering a full 360-degree view of the Manila skyline merging with the open sea. Perched at the edge, a private infinity plunge pool dissolving so perfectly into the horizon it almost disappears into the ocean itself. But what made this moment unforgettable had nothing to do with marble or glass. What broke Mike emotionally was the realization of what it all meant. This was not simply a penthouse. It was a monument built from years of sacrifice, quiet support, and unwavering belief. When Eala placed the gleaming set of keys into his hands, he completely broke down. A man who had stayed composed through every nerve-wracking tiebreak, every injury setback, every sleepless airport layover across continents. In that moment, he could not hold it together. He covered his face, shoulders trembling, as years of sacrifice came crashing over him. Riza held him tightly, tears streaming down her face. Then Eala stepped closer, wrapped her arms around both of her parents, and whispered, "You gave up everything for my dreams. Now it's my turn to spoil you." Even the professionals standing quietly in the background, people accustomed to luxury deals and wealthy clients, were wiping away tears. Because this was not about the property. It was about everything that came before it. What her parents actually gave to understand the weight of that moment, you have to go back to the beginning. Building a world-class tennis champion is not simply about talent. It is a relentless, all-consuming commitment that demands everything a family has financially, emotionally, and mentally. When Eala was just 13 years old, she caught the attention of scouts from the Rafa Nadal Academy in Mallorca, one of the most elite and demanding training environments in the sport. Accepting the opportunity meant leaving everything behind: home, comfort, familiarity, and stepping into the brutally competitive world of European junior tennis. Mike made a decision that changed everything. A man with his own career, ambitions, and life path chose to put all of it on hold. Not for recognition, not for fame, for his daughter's dream. He became the quiet backbone of her journey. The kind of tennis parent rarely written about. Not loud, not overbearing, just steady, disciplined, and endlessly committed. He managed the overwhelming logistics of international travel and tournament schedules. He carried the financial burden of academy fees, flights, equipment, and entries across Europe, costs most families could never sustain. Life became a constant cycle of suitcases, budget hotels, and long journeys through unfamiliar cities. Early mornings in airport terminals, meals grabbed between flights, endless hours watching from the sidelines, sometimes under blazing sun, sometimes in biting cold. Every loss, every disappointment Mike absorbed into himself, so Eala would not have to. He was her strategist, her support system, her logistical backbone, her financial provider, and her most loyal presence through all of it. That is what those keys represented when Eala placed them in his hands. What is building off the court, the personal story, is only part of what is unfolding. Strong reports within the sports marketing world suggest Eala is nearing a significant global endorsement deal with a major luxury watch brand. If finalized, it would elevate her into the elite financial tier of the highest-earning female athletes in the world, confirming what many already believe. She is no longer simply a rising tennis star. She is a global brand. The kind of athlete that luxury companies pursue because she represents authenticity, ambition, and a story that resonates across cultures and continents without needing explanation. Her impact in the Philippines extends well beyond endorsements or rankings. In a nation where basketball and boxing have historically dominated the sporting conversation, her rise in professional tennis is genuinely transformative. New courts are being built in communities. Investment in junior development programs is increasing. Children who had never held a tennis racket are watching her matches with their families, inspired to try the sport for the first time. She is reshaping what feels possible for an entire generation. And when a story like the Penthouse reveal spreads, when a young Filipina who trained in Spain, competed across the globe, and reached the top of her sport turns around and gives her parents a home of extraordinary luxury, the impact goes deeper than any headline can capture. In Filipino culture, utang na loob, a deep, almost sacred sense of gratitude toward one's parents, is not simply tradition. It is identity. When Eala honored that in such a grand and heartfelt way, she did not just create a beautiful family moment. She reflected the soul of her culture back to her people. She became more than an athlete. She became a symbol of what happens when sacrifice, humility, and success come together in perfect harmony. What comes next as the clay season intensifies and Roland Garros approaches on the horizon, the tournaments in Stuttgart and Madrid will define the next chapter of her career. The red clay will test everything: endurance, patience, strategy, and mental composure when momentum shifts and the match demands everything she has. But when you step back and look at the full picture, it is difficult to view her as anything less than extraordinary. At 13, she left everything familiar and moved to a foreign country to chase a dream most people could not yet fully picture. She not only survived the most demanding tennis environment in the world, she thrived within it. Along the way, she carried national expectation with remarkable calm and maintained something rare in elite sport: authenticity. A smile that never felt forced, even under the heaviest pressure. So, when people ask whether a ranking of 45 can shake her confidence, or whether a difficult draw in Stuttgart or Madrid can genuinely intimidate her, the answer feels almost obvious. This is an athlete forged through pressure, sacrifice, and experience far beyond her years. And when she steps onto the clay not just as a competitor, but as someone who has already secured the most meaningful victory of her life, she carries a version of herself the world has not yet fully seen. Everything from this point forward is not simply survival or ambition. It is expansion.